today we have to talk about how Solana is going to shock everyone in 2025. So by the end of the 2025 or by the end of or by the beginning of next year, we're going to have the end of this bull market. And I think by the end of this bull market, Solana is going to shock everybody. Let's talk about that today though. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Let's get straight into it. So you can see currently Solana is at $202.33. Doing pretty good right now. In the last year, it's up 55%. So it could be doing a lot better, but it's still doing good. And Solana is one of those projects that was just doing good while Bitcoin was going down up. Like Bitcoin was going up and everything else was kind of stagnant. And Solana was moving up with Bitcoin. So you can see like Solana has been up the whole time. The beginning of this bull run started at the beginning of 2023. January 2023 is when our bull run started. And you can see here Solana has benefited from the jump, and a lot of projects have not benefited from the jump. Like look at Dogecoin; it has not benefited since the start of the bull run. Chronos has not benefited since the start, and a few others. But yeah, Solana has benefited since the beginning of the bull market. Now, this is huge right here. Solana Treasury Firm Sol Strategies approved for NASDAQ trading. So Solana Treasury Firm Sol Strategies has now been approved for NASDAQ trading. That's pretty big. So anyways, the Solana blockchain is about to gain a fresh visibility on Wall Street. Sol Strategies Inc. has secured approval to join the NASDAQ Global Select Market, where we'll begin trading on the 9th of September, which is inside of 3 days. So this is pretty big because when that actually comes out, we're probably going to end up seeing Solana taking off. Like it comes out in 3 days. This is huge. Now, it says here by moving into NASDAQ, the firm expects to tap a broader market. So a lot of money is going to be going in here. CEO on a year-long push, chief executive, whatever his name is, called the NASDAQ approval, a validation of more than a year's worth of preparation. So they've been preparing for this. But yeah, this is about to be huge. The approval still requires regulatory clearance from the U.S. SEC, including effectiveness of its Form 40. So once complete, the executives believe the firm will be positioned to capture institutional flows into Solana. So we're about to see that money flowing into Solana. So let's talk about my price prediction for 2025, what I believe Solana is going to do. That is why I believe Solana is going to shock the world, because of that news alone. Like that's huge. Now let's talk about where this price is going to go. So I've already made a Solana technical analysis video. I've already made a Solana price prediction video. Let's talk about where we're going to go. All right, we're at $109 billion in market cap. Okay. Now my previous video talking about the price prediction here on Solana was at a particular price point, right? So we'll go ahead and we will take the circulating supply of Solana, and then we can multiply the circulating supply by the current price, just to show that the math is right and the math is mathing. As you can see here, the math is mathing. All right. So I believe Solana can get to $1,000, right? I believe Solana does 1,000 this bull run. Okay. I think it's possible, and I think it's probably going to end up coming pretty soon. Now, when I say $1,000 Solana, currently we are at 100 billion, right? I think $1,000 Solana being at 541 billion at this point, it's probably going to be like the median range, right? At the median range, give or take $1,000, right, for the price of Solana. I think bare minimum Solana hits 500, bare minimum. Like if all else fails, Solana to $500 bare minimum. If all else fails, that's what I think personally. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Do your own research. But personally, I think the bare minimum is $500 for Solana, which is 270 billion market cap. I think on average we see $1,000 Solana, which is $541 billion market cap. Okay. So what would it be the maximum price for Solana? That's probably what everyone's like, what would it be the maximum? You know, like if everything goes right in Solana's way. 1.5K is a possibility if everything goes right for Solana. That's 811 billion market cap if everything goes right, right? And then we obviously have $2,000, which is about a trillion in market cap. So I think complete maximum, $2,000, complete maximum, like no more than that. But that's still insane valuations for Solana. So when it comes to realistic predictions, I'm sticking with $1,000. I'm sticking with that $1,000 Solana. So let me know what you guys think inside the comments. Do you guys think that Solana will go above $1,000? Do you think it'll go below $1,000? I think $1,000 being the average range, we can definitely get above 1,000. But this is just the average range, right? Bare minimum being $500, on average about $1,000. But if everything goes in Solana's way, $2,000 isn't too far fetched, and $1,500 is right around that corner. So I think $1,000, anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000, is going to be that range for me, because I don't think the bare minimum is going to be all we reach. I don't think we're only going to get up to $500. I think it's going to be 1,000 to 2,000, if anything, because like I said, the average is 1,000. On average, if anything, we just fall short of 1,000 because people have that psychological number in their head. So if we fall short of 1,000, try to expect something like 800, because it might just start crashing right before it hits that psychological number. Think about Dogecoin to $1. When Dogecoin was going crazy, it almost got to $1. Like literally, Dogecoin almost did that. But the problem was everyone had that psychological view of $1 in their mind. So when Dogecoin got close to $1, it ended up crashing. And really, because of Elon Musk called it a hustle on Saturday Night Live. That's really what it was. But it still got almost there, right? It got to 73 cents. So hypothetically speaking, if Solana did not make it to $1, what I think it would end up doing is doing like same thing, like $700 to $800 in market cap or inside of price. So $700 to $800, $700 to $800. If we didn't make it to 1,000, we would be just shy of 1,000. So on average, though, I think Solana will do $1,000. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. Do you think this is too bearish or too bullish? Like, what do you guys think? Because I think it's right in the middle. I think it's perfect. I think 1,000 is perfect. Really, $800 is what I would be shooting for, because I would be looking to get out right before everyone is else wants to get out. Because if you think about it, everyone wants to get out at 1,000. It's the psychological number. So getting out at 800 would probably be the best. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this. Hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Leave a comment in the comment section. And as always, I'll be back with another video.